What's up, everybody? Here we back in another video, and this time we are doing I think it's called Helltaker Second Circle. This one was kind of winning one I decided to record because I actually was seeing it. Because since I probably the Genshin Impact community, I guess I was seeing it a lot, so I kind of looked up at it and I was like, oh, this seems like kind of up my alley a little bit. So I decided to record it. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but from what I've seen on itch.io where I downloaded it from, I might do it in one session and just upload the whole video altogether. So, but anyway, I never played the first one. If there's enough demand for it, I'll play the first one. I might play it, you know, eventually, but depending on how many people want to see it, I might play it sooner than later. But anyway, sorry if I sound a little tired. I actually just woke up to record this like 30 minutes ago, so, but I want to record this and go ahead and upload it. So anyway, enough talk, let's do game it. The Archangel Uriel. He is said to possess one of the most powerful artifacts in the mortal world, a scroll upon which lies the names and deeds of every human who has ever or will ever live. It is said that these predictions contain with them key to understanding one's place in the universe. Acquiring this knowledge is the ultimate goal that we all normally strive for every moment of our lives. Just like that, bon appetit! Teku, you really must clean out the refrigerator. Look at it, there are flies everywhere. But don't continue it. There we go. I'll do it later. You better. What's once for you, as per our agreement. I can hardly wait to taste what you've cooked up this time. Nancy, the Queen of Hell, takes a small bite of the neatly ordered pancake. Incredible! I mean, I never thought of mixing marmalade chocolate, but it's just so glad to hit. Let's go ahead and add it to the recipe book. Okay, anyway, you keep the pancakes coming. Wait. You know, I'm surprised. What about you, us, and us? No, I kind of assumed you'd be a lot more forward with the whole harem thing. What do you mean? We've all been living under the same roof for over a month now, yet not a single sand orgy has occurred over the course of that time. The other girls are getting impatient, you know. You might want to take some time out of your day to try to make yourself a part of theirs. If you're interested in keeping this whole show running, that is. Like a date or something? Or something. And so, though you once conquered here, it seems the stage is set for an even greater challenge. Domestic dates with demon goes. Hey, if you're done with your eternal monologue, you still got more pancakes to make. Chop chop! Of course. Try to manage professional bride later, you must have the kitchen wait to continue your day. Now, I talk to you first. Select your character. I get over here. That's cool. It's the whole take on like the bunch of hill characters, if you want to call it that, puts into anime goes. There's a lot of characters. The two that interest me is Cerberus and Judgment. I like Cerberus to have 3 heads, you have 3 identical goes. Let's try Cerberus. If it lets me select. Okay, this guy's select, okay. Keyboard doesn't work for some reason. But out of the way. A black and white blower tips shoot past you into the living room, only to stop halfway through the doorway. The shape revolves It's your three young women right here, awestruck continuously in the doorway, and Maddie is scraping up one another in an attempt to get food. A piece of pancake oozing chocolate pokes out of the corner of one of their mouths. Noticing your gaze, the other two quickly position themselves in front of the third member, sharing hope under your view. Ah, Master, we were just on our way to go outside and play, yeah! Or after this for grounding you for what you did to the mailman? We will only do what Morty suggested. She always keeps up with the best games. You shouldn't take that woman's advice on any remotely related to human interaction. Speaking of, I received a call from the hospital. It seems the mailman's pill is doing quite nicely. And once we finish paying his rehab bills, he won't be pressing any further charges. Oh, that's great, Master. Now if you wouldn't mind helping us out. A furious voice echoes from the kitchen, cutting Showbiz off mid-sentence. What the hell happened here? Where are my pancakes? Oh no. There's paw prints all over the counter. Where's that dress plastic good for nothing Mongol Showbiz? Showbiz cringes before beginning to wiggle again with renewed vigor. Oh, Cratch is really angry, Master. Now would be a really good time to go for our daily walk. Well, sure, let's. Oh wait, surely why not? Okay, surely why not? I suppose I can use it later for a show. Yay, quicker now, to the car, go, before she sees us. Aha! There you are. Showbiz eyes go blank in a mortal terror, but she mentions the three inches from the doorway and rushes towards the car, slamming the door behind her. You and Showbiz make a mad dash for the car, and you leave a respectable strip of melted rubble on the driveway as you peer out onto. That was a close one. Yeah, we thought we were done for sure. Still might be. Lucifer holds on to grudges for a long time. You might have been better off if you stole one of Justice's pancakes. She'll probably take it in a stride. Yeah, but there's no danger in that. And therefore no fun. So how far you and Lucy go having on that huge stick you got shut up your butt. Watch, I can still turn this car back around. That seems to sober them up. So, where are we going anyway? I haven't really thought about it. I guess we'll find out when we get there. Oh, we love surprises. You hear them spinning the duration of the drive clustering around the curbside window, eagerly and energetically commenting on everything they can see. After a while, you arrive at the destination. Alright, here we are. This is a park. Sure is. It should be a safe distance away from the house. We'll wait at Lucifer's temple here. My gosh, we haven't been here in days. Do you know how long that is since Showbiz years? I'm not certain of the exact conversation which, but it seems safe to assume lots of zeros are involved. Come on, listen, we want to play. As you open the door for us, Showbiz buyers come tumbling head over heels from the car. Oh, responsible excitement. I don't know. Excitement not being able to there's something like patience that they get in between her and the open expanse of grass surrounding you. Hi, yay! Showbiz madly dashes to and from across the park, sniffing trees and upwood plants and screws up trees. For some relief, you know she still hasn't quite figured out how to climb up after them. Active energy never ceases to amaze me. The park is relatively empty with no other humans aside, a blessing with Showbiz is involved, as it means you don't have to intervene on any of our activities to save from innocent civilians. That seems perfectly happy to be left on her own devices until... Master! It's a weird smelling person over there. Got a creepy cloak and everything. Just make out a figure larger in the shade of old birch tree some 50 yards away. They're probably just taking their dog out for a walk, but leave Okay, but we'll keep an eye on them for you, okay? I'm not worried. Shubas continues to follow in the grass, but sets her eyes on the cloak figure. Until the stranger seems to catch the hints and retreats into the recess of the tree. I wonder how she will, because in my eyes, be different people. But from what I'm reading, it sounds like the one collective person. Which Shubas is a collective person with like supposed to be with 3 heads, but still, they're not like the bodies ain't together. They're separate entity. I guess that's what. As the day goes along, shadows begin to lengthen. You sit down under an obliquely shady elm and are eventually joined by two exhausted sobers. All the bodies curl up and fight next to you, and other sounds of the shrieking at the diabetes. Rest is interrupted with a blood-curdled object pushing against the base of your neck. You slowly turn your head and see the cloak done. It's barely ginger pressed to your neck. Wallet, please. Wait just a minute. Bear press the lip. I didn't want to ask for your pin, just your wallet. Suddenly filled with overwhelming desire to give this mysterious figure. As you pull out your wallet, a small hand flashes out to hold the vice-like grip. Look down to see Showbiz, her eyes blazing, holding both the would-be mugger's arm in yours with zealous fury. Steadily, she forces the mugger's hand away from the neck. Her other two bodies crouch straight to leap into action needed. Mr. Stranger, I'm afraid you just missed with the wrong guy. See, as Helltaker, he's nice enough, but us, we really don't like people watching and taking what isn't theirs. Especially when they look as creepy as you do, it smears them. Eyes never focused and intent on the still-hooded figure. Two bodies not coolly holding onto you, longer stiffen, and see stiff there. Put on. Wait, you? Somehow very oddly so much splash punch a stranger, knocked them backwards and on. Ow! Hey, stop it! Ow! Get out of here, and if I ever smell your buzz closest 3 blocks to my house, I'll kick your butt straight back to the void myself, understand? This isn't over, but Showbush rolls again and the stranger bids a hasty retreat into the lingering shadows of the park. Turn to us as if none had just happened. Showbush just suddenly smile directly into your face. Third thing, remember to apply your triple strength SPF before you leave the house. Go home soon. Moment. First though, what exactly was that all about? What was what all about? What's happened back there? Did you pushing try to mug? What? Don't be crazy. This is definitely the first time we've ever seen her. Absolutely. 100%. Well, I couldn't tell if it was a woman voice alone. Perhaps it's better to let sleeping dogs lie or lying dogs sleep, as the case may be. But guys, I'm very grateful that I've been Showbiz. Thank you. Push man, so viewers would like us pancakes if you got hurt. Good behavior is just positive reinforcement. I think a word some sort is in order. Yeah, now we can get outside pictures at night, right? A sudden image flashed before your eyes. This town, put in the ground by Showbiz and rider high as kites, loot limit appliances from shadow stove. No. But I was stopped by a store on the way home. We were bacon agreed. We'll do some still bacon, then you can give Lucifer some, or we make as a piece of a deal. Deal. Showbiz is hard and exhausting, but perhaps it's the life be infectious. Maybe I should take them out more often. Like your kitchen. Okay, I'm getting a drink of water real quick. Since you have a bunch of different characters. I like to put the soak on it. It's a nice A1. I my couch set music for a second. I'm doing this like in recording because I end up messing up. There we go. Oh yeah. So I didn't realize the black bars. I wanted more of a full screen thing. Anyway, I don't think it matters too much. I show my displays that I select all the characters. So let's just go for them like this. These two to me seem like the less interesting ones, but I like all the other ones, mostly because the designs are really cool. But they all have that devilish heroes vibe. Well, this one's like the one that has the more angelic one, like the oil more like that. So anyway, let's do Pandemonica, which I'm pretty sure is short on pandemic, but that first part is kind of like that. Walk into the kitchen to make coffee for everyone and see Pandemonica standing by the coffee maker. She looks over at you blurrily, barely watching your press before turning her attention back to the spoon coffee machine. Good morning? Oh, morning. Peer over the demon's shoulder to see that the jug of coffee is barely a quarter of the way full. Machine's here has come to almost complete stop. You suspect that, and in a half-asleep state, Pandemonica neglected to add enough water to the room. I was just about to make coffee for everyone. I didn't expect you to be up surely. Oli? I've been up all night. Pandemonica, I really think you should. After the next switch out of your mouth, or get some sleep, I'm going to break your fingers. You decide to hold your tongue. What kind of coffee did you put in there? Just some store-bought stuff I found in the cabinet. I thought of course you indulge you to a cabinet on the other side of the kitchen where you keep all your unused appliances. What are you doing? Okay. Okay. Sorry. I had to remember where that's from. That's Legend of Zelda. That's not me putting a sound effect in there. That's legitimate Legend of Zelda. Ba-da-da-da. Like, okay. What the devil is that? A coffee grinder. Make Richard pinch to retrieve it back and wash the coffee beans you bought last week. You pour them into the contraption and set to work grinding them down. What minutes you do now smells astounding. After a while, you finish grinding beans and you take them over to the coffee maker. Step by whatever was in the old jug and clean out the machine. Then, with a fresh filter, you pour it in your hand ground beans and add in the appropriate amount of water to start a fresh brew. Since it seems like that Pandemonica is going to grouch your eyes out with a paper dumping out her coffee, the smell begins to wrap throughout the kitchen, immediately calming the demon. What did you do? When I was a kid, my dad used to grind his own coffee, and when I got older, he gave me his own grinder. The other day, I decided to pick up a bag of beans from the coffee shop on the corner. I know how much you like that place, so I'd surprise you. Take Pandemonica to the coffee shop. If you like, we can go through the night, and you can show me your favorite flavors. It'd be nice to have those around the house as well. That would be nice. Two of you decide to skip lunch in anticipation of your date. Seeing as the coffee shop isn't far, you decide to walk. So the trek down the street is spinning signs, not once does the quiet feel overpowering or awkward. But there's a contented look in the signs. You arrive at the shop and are startled by deep, rich smells. There is a hush, rich bar around the place that makes the room feel especially cozy. Pandemonica approaches the counter as she draws near. The old man behind the counter beams. Here she is, my favorite customer. What can I get you today? I'll take the usual. Come on right up. And for you, sir? Coffee, please. Black. Better than black coffee. It's simple flavor, I like that. Here, I'll bring your drinks to the table, so feel free to make yourself at home. You and Pandemonica find a place to sit that's next to the roast coffee display. Are you... As you're making yourselves comfortable in your chairs, the old man sets your drinks down in front of you. You sip from your beverage not on display. So, which ones are your favorites? Well, I'm quite partial to the darker ones, anyway with a deep rich flavors with them. Jeez. Maybe look for specifics. I quite like the dark chocolate hazelnut deal. So, you like flavored coffee, like chocolate? Who doesn't like chocolate? Who we taking? What about that one right there, toasted almond? Yes, I do think that would be a good choice as well. I like a good nutty flavor. You check out the joke. The two of you pass the next half hour discussing coffee roasts and flavors until your own cups run dry. You're just about to offer a refill when you notice Pandemonica went to the store. She just heard a loud noise. All of a sudden, she seems distracted by something. As the same nature returns to her eyes, she watched from your show. Shabby car today? Pandemonica doesn't respond at first. Monica? Oh, yes, I think that'd be good, thank you. You gather up your things and make your way to the counter to pay. When you depart, you leave with a couple of bags of roast coffee negative from your... By the time you walk back to the house, Pandemonica seems distracted by something. I think that you'll little airs from her today. Hero, when you arrive at the front door, the demon stops and tucks you to get your attention. Hey, I feel I mistake you again. What you did was kind, and I enjoyed the peace and quiet we got to have today. I really needed it. I would like it if you could do something like this again sometime. Yeah, I like that too, I think. Okay. They're basically just very small stuff. I tested, I checked the timer how long it took. It took like 5 minutes, so. Odious. There's some hill kids I don't know about at all. Not really big thing. I know about like Lucifer and the Showbiz and all that, but the kids not really. One morning on your way to Bow's station for pancakes, you went into Mortius in the hallway. Good morning, Tickle. Good morning, Mortius. Have you seen Lucifer? I believe she's sleeping in this morning. There goes. Breakfast is ready, by the way. Oh, good. I'll head down right away. Actually, before you go, I want to ask you something. Yes? Invite Mortius to the spa? Sure. Dig around in your back pocket, come up with a little flyer that you had cut out of a magazine. Mortius peers at it in your hand. What's this? I won a contest. Contest? Whatever for? Don't worry about it. What I want to say is that I want a spa trip and I'd like for you to go with me. Hey, a spa trip? Yes, I thought it'd be nice to get out of the house and get spoiled later, don't you? What's a spa trip entail? Ain't anyone really. Looked down at the flyer and began to read out some of the teas offered doing. Let's see, they offer massages, manicures, pedicures, sauna access, acupuncture. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice the demon's face reddening with every word. Soon the complexion resembles that of a ripe tomato. At this point, you stop and look for an answer. Well, I don't know what to say. If you don't want to go, I completely understand. Yes. No, I do want to go. It's just so. Yes, I'd love to. Even after accepting, you can see that Morty's cheeks are still a bit be red, and she continues to stumble over words for several more months before you finally decide to just cut her off. How about we leave after breakfast? But I didn't reply. Morty's only managed to not forward to her hide in her face. Take this as an enthusiastic yes. A short while after breakfast, you and Molly makes your way to the spa. It's a fire, so soon you arrive in front of the extravagant building that has been stylized to look like a Japanese bathhouse. As you park the car, you notice Molly storming her fingers against your knees anxiously. Watch her fidget in the seat for a while before thinking it best to say something. Is everything alright? Molly doesn't reply first. What is? Sorry, yes, I'm okay. It's just that this is all so much, you know? How do you mean? Well, it's just that I'm a lust demon, Tickle. I'm sure I don't experience a word like you, Justice, or Lucy. So for me, this is all very intimate? Yes. So, you see, it's not that I don't want to be here with you, it's just that oh, please don't make me say it! No, I understand. Look, I'm really looking forward to spending time with you, Mike. But please know that you don't have to force yourself on my behalf. If you're comfortable, we can go home. Thank you for saying that, but believe me, I want to be here just as much as you do. Just that I need a little extra time in these sorts of situations. But just let me know if you ever need a moment, okay? It's okay to step away for a beat sometime. At this, more turns to you, exits the one. You get when this isn't such a good idea after all. Takes your hands and holds a nod. Yes, okay, I'm ready. Let's do this, shall we? Yes, let's. You get out of the car and look at the exquisite bit before you feel his slip of fingers in between. Shocked, you look down at David. Mars looks away from you, face painted with red, cheek determination. She squeezes your hand even tighter. He realizes just how business must be. Decided to say nothing. You so hand in hand, the two of you into the spa. Inside, you approach the counter. Hello, I'd like to renew these contest tickets. The woman takes the tickets from you and looks them over. Congratulations, so now, if you just wait for a moment, I can have someone give you a tour of our facilities. You nod and lead Morris over to some of the seats. There, the two of you wait in silence until you are approached by another employee. She beckons you to follow her, and the tour begins. As you walk through the hallways from one city to the next, you peer constantly over Morris to see how she's doing. Catch your eye and a smile dawns upon your lips. Playfully, she now stones still and winks before returning her attention back to the tower. Boy. And that concludes the overview of our facilities. Now, seeing as your passes can only be redeemed for one of our services today, have you given any thought as to which one you like? Before you can open your mouth to hit your voice as we begin to speak. I like massage. That can be arranged. We offer both individual and couple massages. Do you have a preference? A couple massage would be lovely. You glance over Molly's to see only resolute determination or heart-shaped eyes. Yes, a couple shots sounds good. Excellent. If you just make your way down to the hall, to the waiting room on the left, I'll get everything prepared. The masseur will fetch you when they're ready. So instead of the turn events, you make your way down the hall as instructed. Just know as you set into surprisingly comfortable waiting room chairs, you're whisked away by the so it leads you into a small room with two tables side by side. A couple of times are shoved into your arms before the woman probably leaves the room. You notice eye contact briefly before demon homely in her arrangement out, disrobes entirely without any further property circumstance. Mars hasn't escaped you however, and so you are quick to avoid your gaze before getting undressed as well. Surely do. After the woman returns, you lay down for your massage. Then with a dexterity and strength previously unknown to you, the woman sets to work on the muscles of your neck and back, undoing knots you didn't even know you had. Each satisfying painful release, you are given a moment to breathe and will keep as the air so stretches between you. Has anyone ever told you that you want a bit warm deal? Well, must be the crowd that I'm used to. Oh, where are you from? Hell? Oh. Anyway, under Tailbite's revelation, or perhaps think as a joke, the woman procedural massage and relative silence. Reggie feel familiar hints in but you hear it one more time, but you should become accustomed to the benefits in order to get it between the tables and massage ends. Alright, all done. Really? That's what they all say, but yes, an hour sure does fly by, doesn't it? That was lovely. I'm glad you think so. I hope you'll come back and see us again. Oh, I think I will. Still lots of pleasure too. You get dressed and make your way to the front desk to hand in the vouchers. Then it's into the car where you sit and bask in sensation that you're going to scrap a well needed lump of dough, I feel like. All of a sudden, Morris places a hand on your forearm, drawing your attention. You look and are met with a gaze of fiery conviction. Before you could so much as think of something to say, the demon leans in and kisses you swiftly on the cheek, utterly wiping your mind of any even more close to a complete sentence. Thank you. And the days you start the car and drive from silence, your cheek burned with dust, silhouette on his lips. The afternoon has waited into evening, coloring the sky deep in passionate orange. You think it's the most beautiful sunset you've ever seen, but even it doesn't compare to the impression left between you by the demon of lust sitting next to you. You wish you could bottle up this feeling and keep it with you, bro. But do you remember that you don't have to? The Pandemonica of the Modius. So, then Sobers is still Malina. But these are the characters I'm kind of interested in, since I don't know these characters really. I know Lucifer, okay. Justice and Judgment, that sounds really simple. I don't. Wait, hang on. Azazel. I know Azazel. Okay, I do know who. Barely. I can remember the name. Okay, let's go up. Go to the list. You put down the chapter of the Helltaker and are almost immediately assailed by the sharp smell of liquor. Trips of alcohol has evaporated in the air of the attic, breathing in a mixture of henchmen. Bars like stew across the otherwise immaculate surfaces of the room, with the exception of the wooden desk in the far corner, squatting upon which is a large black and blue. Slouching on the old-lady couch at an ankle encumbered with a long-term back hill, Malina scowls curiously at you from heavy-lidded eyes. Take her, it's a bit early for a visit, isn't it? It's sure dirty. Did I startle? Pass that body, would you? That Ishman one. Grab the question bottle of Uncle Estevan's home juice off of a nearby coffee table and walk over to Malina. Sit down next to him and hand her the bottle. Pouring the cook out of her mouth, she drinks the bottle of liquid dry and deep strings before tossing it behind her to a garbage can. From the cloud in the bottle against bottle, you collide that the bed has been empty in quite some time. That would Malina faced with extreme prejudice. So tell me, why exactly are you up here to disturb my beauty sleep? I have a package for you. You better not be a busyism or something. I'm not nearly rich enough for that kind of interaction. No, FedEx. Pretty sure it's one of the games you ordered. The sudden push speed, Malina snatches the package from you. She tears the top of the package over ease and rummages around inside with her free hand. Eventually, she writes on her stomach case. Oh, heck yeah! It's a copy of Hero Commander 3 that I ordered. I've been waiting all week to play this thing. Here the AI is almost unbeatable high levels. Hold up, you tell me that this game is out there harder than Vintage Master? Oh yes, you have no idea. Not much, Potato. Are you still on for our games tonight? I'm just dying to take this game out for a spin. Of course. Games for alcoholic sounds like fun. Well, that's something to look forward to anyway. Could you pick up some For a job before tonight, I want to try and make something new. I got you a booze. What are you gonna do with it? Give me a moment, you'll see. Taking a bottle and turning it back to you. Malina walks over the corner of the attic, where she has laid out various implements of cocktail craft as thickly as a searching for set of scalpels. She brings herself back still to you as she mixes and shakes liquor between 2 glasses. And here it is, the green iguana. It's a nausea green that looks slightly radioactive. A thin line of white crystals lines the glass. Malina is brandishing expectantly at you. Thanks. Carefully, you take a sip of the looter drink. It's actually really good. How is it? It's delicious. The salt worm offsets the sweetness just enough to keep the free tones under control. Malina switches the drink around in her own glass. Since Ram. Yes, so I've been told. Something wrong? Why didn't you pour worm on your glass? I can't. Salt gets demons pretty messed up, and not at all in a fun way. I thought that was just hearsay. No, but true, alright. And dang paper too. I once saw Zorada try to snore a line of the Kunsker stuff. It knocked her flat on her butt for weeks. She couldn't even walk without shooting blood from both nostrils like some stupid cartoon character. She paused for a moment, thinking to herself. Best 2 weeks of my life, actually. She downs her drink and then holds out her empty hand. Here, I'll make us some more while you move the computer to a more comfortable position. As Malina pours it quick for the two of you at our improvised bar, walk across the room and easy pour the table and computer over to the couch before sitting back down. Malina joins you a moment later, handing you a refill before flicking the computer on and inserting the game into the disc reader. The game boots up, backed by dramatic, aggressive music. We didn't have the budget to complete post for this game. I like that fallback. We're starting hard difficulty, right? Like there's any other rational option. Dang straight. Now, are we playing on campaign or maybe survival mode would be better? Look, it even has a voices mode. Probably passing that one. Competition is worth the bridge is born. Trust me on that. Sure then. That way, if you die early on, I get to him. Like I'm going to let that happen. Hope your 100% achieved, because it's going to be a long time before you get your turn in. True to word, Malina plays the game like the seasoned veteran she is. And she cruises through the order game like a battleship or stable with it too. God dang, Quicksand! Why the very bush would even consider implementing a hazard like that kills your units on cards of absolutely no one is beyond me. My turn then, and you sage your eyes. Yeah, get good or get off and let me try again. You do need you, and the two of you spend several hours in the attic, truly sure not to game a turn. As the night begins to wrap up, the two of you slump sideways more and more until you're resting shoulder to shoulder on the couch. So how does Hero Commander 3 compare to the others we played? The language isn't all that cracked up to be, and the story may as well been written by a chimp of a typewriter for all the craps I give. Sounds like you got something of a pattern going. What's that supposed to mean? You do nothing but complain about the last week games you got. I'm starting to think that you're not actually enjoying them. The last week games like we've had all ended the same way too. You get mad at the game and spend the next couple of days sucking before you set your heart on your game, and then we do the whole thing over again. So you say you don't want to play games with me anymore? That's fine. I'm pretty capable of drawing myself out of your big dumb face, taking up my preferred peripheral vision. It's not that. I quite enjoy playing games with you. It's actually quite the working relief from the daily house life. I just like to include more variety in our time together, that's all. I suppose your taste isn't complete garbage. I guess I'd be willing to let you play the next night. But wherever you find, it better have screens, views, and not be public. You can find a thing that checks all 3 boxes, that'll get a shot. Deal. And whatever you pick, it better not be effing Dentist Revolution. That crap's way too kinky for me. You have to give this some thought, unless you want to live out the rest of your days in a still addict playing obscure video games that is. Okay, on to the next character. Then Sobrius, which is probably one of my favorite ones so far. But Malina comes in close second, probably because she's a gamer. Try her. You got the alcoholic right here, and you got the smoker right here. Now, I don't know if I can pick these characters more than once, so I'm just going to pick them one by one, and then if nothing happens after I do that, I will see if I can pick the character again. Rada stands on the porch, smoking a cigarette from a seamlessly never-ending supply. Indolently, she exhales a great cloud of smoke, landing the porch before acknowledging your presence. Hey there, Tickle! How is it hanging? Hey, man, would you mind explaining why you haven't collected the garbage yet? Because I don't want to. Who do you think I am? Clearly a spoiled child. Me? A child? I'm not the one that sits around playing video games all day, or perhaps all your name is John. But they won't let her play with the cat. And yeah, you're the one who constantly refuses to do the most basic of chores. Want to wipe someone's butt that badly? Go talk to Mortius. I'm sure she'll be down for it. That is not negotiable, unless you're willing to sacrifice your pancake privileges. Hey, Crab Tango, I've got a better idea. How about instead of making me take out the trash, you just take me out instead? Unless you're misreading the situations, or rather actually wants to go on a date, none good could possibly come of this. Yeah, sure, why not? Nice, I get to pick the date set, right? Absolutely not. Now, if you don't mind, I've got your job to do. So, Tickle, where are we headed? I know of a good smoking spot nearby. Up for a smoke and choke? Can't. Last time we went there, you got thrown off for playing knifey finger with you regulars. You didn't know the object of the game is of wood cut yourself, right? Yeah, but I've had a long day. I wasn't up for blue ball myself just for the game. That's more Blinker's crap. You worry me. Despite your provocative attitudes, Rada's company is entirely present. As you walk down the street, your conversations ain't but banal. Rada seems to be light and taking life and safe down the peg, and ain't in a vicinity she can't boast. Who believe you have to step in to prevent her from motion literally. Finally arrive at your destination. Well, here we are. Really, but this looks like a greenhouse? A greenhouse? You were the person who was so eager to neglect her job. Now you get to hit me with mine. This was been complaining about the decor in the house and has asked me to pick out something colorful to brighten up the place. But does it have to be plants? If you give me some time, I could give you a nice scope. Probably rains. Those little can really color the place up. We don't want you to know what she's talking about. We're sick of a pleasure now. Probably something easy to take care of, like a today or a helix. I don't know my plans. Fine, back to this. You and me are hitting the town proper. Boys are the ones up between the rows. Go see urgent clerks are smoking the face of hapless shoppers are straight too close. Continue to examine the forms too. Hey Taker, you gotta check this crap out. Turning, you see rather aggressive finishes a small cactus at you. What's the matter? You didn't tell me you had plants like this in the morning room. Just a cactus. You don't have them in here? Yeah, the ones we have in here are massive and covered in hollow needles that stab your body and suck out your. I think I get the picture. But what do they do as them? I didn't have you paired as a boat to this. As if you tell me you didn't see the bedroom application of this little circle? To be honest, you're kind of glad you never considered it, and you certainly can't wait to never consider it again as soon as possible. So, if you're interested in taking care of it and promise not to bring Andy near the bed, I suppose you can have it. She wrinkles up her nose and goes, me take care of it? Oh, I pass on that for it. Wait, put it back then. Then we go once more retreats into the depths of the store and muttered obscenities and curses on her breath. He was such a surprise and eventually called over and attempted to press the questions. Hello, sir. How can I help you? I'm looking for something hardy. A plant that can survive multiple attempts on its life. Probably fire and dark brew. And if it can survive being fed on cheap vodka, that's also a plus. Put the tin again, so the automatic sprinklers lining up the roof of the greenhouse kick in, spraying near the tin with icy water. The billowing black smoke of warm vegetation spews forth from one of the far eyes as orange red flames lick over one of the far display tables. The rider probably did that. I'm having no one saw a pitch beside you, tugging your arm. Man, it's such a shame about this place. Yeah, it's such a nice vines, but we should probably leave, you know? You and I are going to have a talk about this later. Well, now that's over and done with. You still up for going to our town? I suppose so. What's it to be? Why, Tick, I'm glad you asked. What follows is a series of entirely unique yet equally ill-defined social indiscretions. By this end, you have broken both your records of most bars visited in one day and most bars forcibly evicted from in the same day. The two of you stumble back to your house and are guarded out to find only one of its residents still up and active. Malina sits in a darkened living room, heavy-lidded eyes lay orange by the blue light emanating from the game's consciousness secluded herself to. You know, Malinka, you please shouldn't be up this late. All this blue light, it'll make your tits go flat. Malina sighs in exasperation and punches the game, turning to face her sister. Take a shriek from the paper wrapped body beside her, she stares herself. You got something to say, Joanna? Say it before you pass out and put it if you're sick. Hey, Malinka, check out this crap I picked up for you in town. From seemingly nowhere, Azazel produces a small cactus from Mulu and lobs it on your arm to a man who barely manages to catch it in time. Careful, the little almost as prickly as you are, I figured you'd be a perfect match for each other, seeing as the rest of us are out living large and taking charge while you're sitting here dry as a dessert. Go back to hell and leave me in peace. Malina chucks shotguns into your empty trash bin with a containing shadows, sending stray clouds of dirt and shards of party flying. Hey, what the? I lifted that thing for you. Cry me a river. Joanna grimaces and turns away, kicking open the back door as she returns to her bungalow. You can hear her clicking her fingers as she goes by, attempting to conjure a light for a new secret. He hopes she won't bomb the rim sack or bend down, but are too far gone yourself to do anything about it. Leave Malina to her games and slouch upstairs to her bed. Now, just don't get to the end of it. I feel like I should leave Lucifer for last though. I don't know why. And maybe because Lucifer's like the big hotshot demon or whatever. I think the queen of the hill, I think it was. So I might pick Lucifer for last. Let's try the angel though. I'm hoping that's angel. It's got a cross and a halo and everything. Weird. I wonder if this one's Living Bros too. After a late night movie built on Remodia's Lucy and Judgment, you're directly safe to bed when you notice light streaming out from underneath Azazel's door. Quickly knock on the door. Yes, who is it? As you replies in such a chipper tone of voice that makes you question your sanity and your watch. It's 3 AM after all, right? Azazel, you do realize how late it is, don't you? All of a sudden, the door shrinks open. You see Azazel standing before you. It's almost she hasn't slept a wink, but in fact, doesn't seem to have faced her one bit. Oh, hello there, Mr. Taker. Goodness me, is it that late already? I should be going to bed, shouldn't I? Yes, you should. You peer into the room and notice that Azazel's desk is even more disarrayed than usual. After looking at the chaos for a moment, you turn your attention back to the angel. What is it you're working on anyway? Oh, my thesis! Thesis? Indeed, it is my theory that there is a way to classify everything in existence. Pardon? At first I thought just to focus on non-living things that are made up of physical matter, but then that raises a whole slew of questions about the quantification of life that I, personally, am not interested in answering. So I expanded it to include living things as well. I started to think that maybe there's an argument to be made that I'm ignoring the fourth dimension entirely, and I should try to include things that once existed as well as things that are yet to exist. Wait, so... And while I'm at it, I really shouldn't discriminate when it comes to things that exist only within heaven or hell, so need I include things from other realms? Well, I suppose, yes. You take a moment to let the absolute onslaught of information sink in. So let me make sure I'm understanding you correctly. You aim to find a way to put everything, all living beings and non-living beings that exist in the past, present, and future from all realms of existence into a simple classification system? Yep. And this is why you're awake at 3 AM. Yep. Alright then, how can I help? At this, Azazel looks at you, beaming with the radiance of one star. In excitement, she hugs you around the middle, nearly breaking her spine. Thank you so much, Mr. Sickle. How about we make plans to head out onto the museum tomorrow? I should understand they just got a new exhibit. Yes, I'd love to. Here now, please get some sleep. Fortunately, Azazel doesn't knock on your door the next day into the afternoon, giving you enough time to recover all of the sleep you lost the night before. Literally, I can sit out of bed and get ready to the museum. Once you've dressed, you enter the door. Ready? Yes, let's go. His hand, you and Azazel get in the car and start off the city. And part this is away, but Azazel fails much of the time regulating you about the intimate details throughout her thesis and the research she has in store. Just the angels about to launch an explanation about the merits of quantum physics as it relates to your exploration of the fourth dimension, you are ready destination. I wonder how everything works with like an actual angel living with none but demons. Because as far as we know, it's all demons and one angel. I wonder if she gets along with everybody. As she was supposed to get out of her car, she stares up at the baby with white eyes. Plus, she seems like an actually good girl. You know, she even talks like in a good, proper manner. So, is this it? It is. Ready to go in? Ready doesn't even begin to cover it. Suddenly, as she hops her arm, loops her arm and yours to whisk you away to the front doors. Together, you step through the enormous doorway into a massive entry hall with high ceilings and tall windows. I just realized that I have a CG for Zedrada. I can't remember. Did I have a CG for that at all? I don't think I did. I might have, but I'm sure I don't remember. Azazel, when the practical speech is full, a while quickly falls into an overstimulation of her eyes, start picturing all the exhibits with him. You have no preference as to where to start. I say we head to there's no section and start there. That way we can work our way to the presents. I like the way you think, Mr. Sago. Together, the two of you head for the prehistoric exhibits. Having been here before, you know just how much of the maze this place could be. It has exhibits upon exhibits all interwoven with one another so that there are many different paths I could take. Well, someone who wants to follow the history of fire should take a very different path throughout the museum from someone who wishes to follow the path of the Sengoku Jedi. However, these two people will no doubt have crossed paths more than once on their own respective journeys. As for myself, I think it's best to start at the chronological beginning. So you need to face it this way too, as at least you Only 7 lecture about time as a motor construct and work your way up. Truthfully, the museum itself is so massive and so ever expanding that you've never actually seen all the exhibits. So you have always wanted to, it's simply too large and too daunting a task. As you watch Azazel dash from one exhibit to the next, you can't help but feel content the idea that you two will return here several more times over the coming weeks just to get through all of it. All in all, it takes 2 of you the better part of the afternoon, or even to get through just the Zoe section, and by the end of it, you're exhausted. As you head back to your car, you can't help but notice an even more prominent bounce at Azazel's step. Did you enjoy yourself? What you could never realize? How about we go do this again sometime? I like that a lot, Mr. Tickle. Why should you call me that? Would you prefer Mr. the Tickle instead? Never mind. Okay. So now we're gonna need down to do justice. Actually, no, I was gonna say she might be a good like angel, but she's got a tail, as you can tell from the. Probably just saw that. Yeah, this. Don't worry about that. But you can tell, like, you know, angel, halo. This one's got a demon too. So anyway, justice. Yeah, welcome by a noise coming from down the hallway. When you return over to see what time it is, sure this is made to discover that it's barely even sunrise. Nevertheless, you decided to investigate. As you slip into the hallway, you discover that the muffled ruckus is coming from just the room. So you approach your door and knock softly. Yay, yeah, can you come in? You open the door, you see a demon's wide awake and doing crutches. She stares at the ill as you enter, and a wide grin paints her face. Yo, Tickle! As she speaks, Justice continues hammering out web after web and counting them each in her breath. How do you know it was me? Easy, unlike the others, you don't reek of brimstone. You can tell us apart by smell? Most of the time. Anyway, how's it going? You're a bully. Yes, about that. Did I wake you? Sorry about that, I just wanted to get my sets in before breakfast. I see, well could you try to keep it out a little? It isn't even sunrise. I'll do my best, but I make no promises, Chief. I'm going to be moving on to the hard stuff next. The hard stuff? Yeah, push-ups, squats, chin-ups, burpees, that sort of thing, you know? Burpees? Are you having in mind? We're on the 2nd floor. Yeah, ants. Do you have any idea how much noise it's going to make? I feel a bit matchup, but what am I supposed to do? Have you ever thought about going to the gym? The gym could be fun, I suppose, knowing the good ones. Oh, come on, you must know all the best places, or do you mean to tell me you were just born as big as an ox? Well, you asked me how I know, well, just told me. Oh, well, get Deans, you're gonna want a towel, some clothes you don't mind sweating, and a water bottle at least. Just as leaps to her feet excited. Oh heck yeah, we're going now? Yes, unless you're right away. No way man, I'm in. She's definitely the most tomboys. A short while later, you and Justice drive to Mount Olympus, one of your favorite gyms, and the one that just so happens to be close to your house. Inside, you renew your membership before helping the excited just put the paperwork on. Then the 2 of you hit the locker room to change to your workout gear. You convene at the squat rack. What, just start here? No, I'm thinking 7 sets. 30 reps each at, say, 133 pounds? Pardon? Yeah, I know it's a lay on the lower side, but this is just warm up. What do you think? Give me just a minute to load up the weight, and I'll spot you. Like the shot. You fill up the bar and help Justice against your position. Then you step back and spot her for the first couple of reps before the demon finds you rhythm begins to him out squats with impeccable form and without so much as prick of the sweat. How was that? It's good from you. I meant my whips. I just as winks at you over his shoulder. You find out that your tiny trained dog is completely weird. Is this some sort of demonic power? Alright, your turn. What are you feeling? Keep the weight, but I'm going to turn the sets and whip down a notch. 3 sets, 5 reps. Sounds good to me, man. You do what you feel comfortable with. Sure, place at the squat where I can fit the mother's 4 hands on your hips so she knows where to spot you. Then you begin your first set. Immediately, your podcast isn't nearly as effective as Justice. It has been a while after all, but you pursue it all the same. At any time, it seems like your legs are about to give out. Justice right at the edging on. You can't but feel her encouragement was a big reason you got through your reps at all. And when you finally finish your last set, she gives you a high five. I killed it, man. Thank you. Now, what's next? The rest of your time at the gym passes in much the same way. Just breezes through her sets before helping you going. By the end, she practically glowing while you a step above her right on the floor. Nevertheless, you feel amazing. So your arms ache and your legs feel like jello. Just as encouragement has filled you with such wild determination, so you find a way to go back as soon as your feet cross the threshold. What a great workout, eh? You walked in though. Tipped a great deal. Nah, man, that was all you. What do you say we make it this a regular day? 3 times a week, perhaps? You mean it? Every word. Okay. Skip Lucifer. Shoot the judgment. Walk into the living room and notice Judgment sitting by the windowsill. Curious, you approach and peer over her shoulder to see what has her attention. Look down, you see a tiny cannibal crawling along the ledge. Judgment's watching it with such unwavering focus that she doesn't notice you behind her. She clearly adores to announce your presence. Who would have discovered an intruder? We must dispose of it swiftly. You mean the caterpillar? Indeed, how shall we exterminate it? Hey, well, I can take care of it. Judgment's watchful gaze, she stepped forward and scooped the caterpillar into the palm of your hand. As you draw near, you hear a tiny gasp and notice that the demon has frozen in place. Mouth is still screwed up in a look of determination, but there's a wide-eyed apprehension pain everywhere else. But surely you proceed to pick up the caterpillar, with a glance and a nod. Judgment head towards the door. Outside you, the spotted creature onto a bush in the garden, and you look up to see a demon watching you through the window. There was a visible relief on her face, but upon realizing that you can see through a glass, her expression hardens. You make your way back inside. How did you dispose of the trespasser? I just let it out into the garden. What is the meaning of this, mortal? What if it escapes? I wouldn't worry now, just a cowboy. It doesn't even have wings yet or anything. Wings? Yeah, after a while, those little guys show you butterflies which have wings. You know, there's a butterfly conservatory that just opened up with you. Do you want to go there sometime? Yes, that would be satisfactory. Is she just screaming all the time? Is that like the Dean? Like, she's all caps, so I feel like she's always screaming. That afternoon, you're just relieved for the conservatory. Try a couple blocks away near the local partially walk distance. As you near the building, you can see the demon practically bounced on the hills from excitement. There it is! You draw near and the woman greets you at the door. Hello, you two must be my afternoon tour, yes? That's us. Excellent, right this way. Afternoon tour? What's the meaning of this, mortal? Okay, so she was screaming all the time. I sketched a tour for us events. Oh, I see. Yes, this is pleasing. We're done for. Roman leached both aside and the tour begins. If it the facility is 0% big, and there's still evidence of construction being done on the bid. But the woman is all too happy to stop in the library on EC2 and answer any questions you or Judgment have for though. So tell me, how long does it take for these creatures to become airborne? A typical metamorphosis cycle occurs over 30 days. Some species vary from that number by a couple of days, but generally speaking about a month. A month, that does not give us much time to prepare, mortal. What do they eat? That's a good question. For the most part, a caterpillar's diet consists of almost entirely plant matter. After they undergo metamorphosis, however, the food of choice shifts depending on the species. Most birds must eat plant nectar, but others choose to feed on things like tree sap, food, or even decaying animal matter. So they are meat eaters. Some of them, yes, but like I said, most butterflies have quite the sweet tooth. If you want to feed them yourself, a simple solution of sugar and water is often enough to get their attention. Would you like to try and feed one? Yes, please. The woman takes a small squeeze bottle off of a barrel and pours some of the liquid within into Judgment's hands. She then helps the demon hold her palm aloft to attract the butterfly. In no time, one of the creatures lands in and begins to drink the liquid. Judgment watches and with rapt interest. It tickles. It does lay, doesn't it? Would you like to try it too, sir? I would. The woman pours some of the sugar water into your palm is real, and soon enough you too have attracted the attention of a couple of hungry butterflies. You and Judgment feed butterflies for a while longer as woman guides you through the rest of the tour. At one point, she takes a dab of sugar water on the finger and draws a line down Judgment's nose with it, causing a butterfly to land on her face. But you know the tour is over when you are walking from the gate with Judgment. She isn't saying much, but you can practically feel the joy waiting off of her. As you run in the house, she stops you. Taiko? Thank you for today. I had a good time. Yeah, I did too. She's such a weird character. She's extremely weird. So the one and only lose for the one that we skipped. Where do I save? I'm gonna save like an all. As ever, in the streets, yes, Lulu's looking slightly more haggard than normal. Is something the matter? Not like a hater, just lay upset. Here's the mention of boredom. Happens all the time. So, Casanova had to go. Is a Sen orgy proceed according to the schedule? Well, I took Judgment out to a butterfly conservatory. That's a cool word for it. Because we just did that. So I wonder what happens if I picked that before I even went there. Oh, it just starts. I just supposed to have one more day left in the year. I could use a break. Sounds good. Where would you want to go? Like there. Haven't been able to stretch my legs all day. A walk around the neighborhood would be wonderful. I guess that'll work. I also can't think of any more day ideas. Together, the two of you exit the house into the warm night air. Fireflies, newly molted, slowly rise from the grass as you walk by. The golden lights illuminate the mostly dark street in consistent bursts. Beautiful little creatures, aren't they? Right, although you ought to know better than to judge a book by its cover, even as larvae, they're highly predatory and feast fairly indiscriminately on their fellow bugs. They're quite a lot by insects for someone who spends most of the day running hell. Mr. shrugs, stiffen utterly. A girl can take a passive interest in creatures far beneath her. After all, I took interest in you, didn't I? Not once, I can believe it. I assume your day's been busy, then. It always is. Running hill is a lot harder than racing it. What's the difference? Right, people needs to be fired, the nations are allocated, and the skitters go on a strike if they don't get their milk rations. So why do you do it? They help carry paperwork, plus if someone comes to Hero unannounced, they have a useful knack for wenching themselves and irritating later pushes that. Not that. Your whole Queen of Hero job seems like kind of a thankless job task for the amount of time you spend doing it. The Ivy Horn Demon breaks astride, pardoning your question as she stares up the stars. Though the dawn of Hero is a precision that no demon wants, yet conventionally are correct. Take the weight of it upon shoulders is no small task, and matching unpleasantness only by the promise that wise when one is forced to relinquish it. Forced? How so? One is never given, taken. Since time immemorial, the person seen on Dawn has balanced on top of the endless ridden hordes of demon kind, each determined to push up power for themselves. Those at the top have no bar to climb, and thus must look down constantly in fear of being thrown from their lofty position. Even ever heard of a democratic elections? Useful chunky sorry, the dark notes of joy spilling out of her mouth and into the cool night air. Believe it or not, things are better now that they will before I took power. I implemented bureaucracy, a proper 5-day work week, and break rooms for the demons and torture soldiers using between them nations. And the beefcake skeleton guards? Merely an aesthetic choice. Understandable. She continued on the store and amicable sighs before another dog breaks through the quiet. Has someone else been taking Super's hour marks? Not to my knowledge, and I pride myself unknown just about everything going on in our house. I took her to the park earlier. She went absolutely ballistic on someone who's trying to rob me. That's okay. So like I said, what if I picked Lucifer Force? That's a cool theme because I could pick Lucifer Force, but since I didn't and I did every other choice, now he's talking about other choices I picked. Subas does have a nose for sand. That girl can sniff out and get your conscience half a mile away. That's certainly true. I've seen her go after the widows that hang around. It was Underworld Emporium. It was what now? Actually, forget that. I would just assume that more of this was a while somehow. Just saying, I've seen her go after shady types before, but something about this time is different. She seemed to recognize whoever it was she attacked. She was freezing in place, her wet eyes suddenly glowing a luminous crimson in a dimly lit street. Very slowly she turns her head away from you, and with an obvious effort lowers her shoulders into a more relaxed pose. I'm sure it's not to worry about. You on the other hand can't say the same. Here we are again, you're such a gentleman, walking me home and everything. Thank you for your day, it was certainly informative. Ditto. Hey guys, I want to say thanks for playing our game. Okay, it's by for a good number of scenes were provided by ES Films and his crew. GG's and Spites were done by Dana O'Hara. Here's a single title audience, go follow the trailer for very good content. Expression for the Spite work was provided by Kiovira, Team Zolia, and Rui. Programming was done by Mate. Voice music used was created by Mitties on YouTube, although some was taken from royalty free sites. Sound effects were taken from YouTube's creative library. That explains that one with the graphic model. The Helltaker, I think that would have been on the creative library. Helltaker House redesign was created by UC16 on Reddit. All brackets usually are sent to exchange. Once again, thank you again for playing the game, and be sure to leave us feedback on how we did with this demo. Okay, what we're gonna do is actually we're just gonna go heal. Because of one thing. We get the sounds, we get the music. So I think it's perfect to end it off by heal. But I hope you guys and girls enjoyed it. It was a fun game. I might go back to it when was released. It was a demo, but still, it was pretty cool, and you get kind of rewarded for picking this for last. And my thought process was like, it's supposed to be like the ruler of the demon room, so I would pick the best for last. And that, she mentioned some stuff about choices I picked prior, and these are the other girls prior. Takeout does, which I thought was cool because it kind of like, you know, it feels like the perfect ending. Like when all these girls and I saved Lucifer for last, and they talk about everything. I feel like it was the perfect way to end it off. So I hope you guys and girls enjoyed it. I know this is a little bit of a longer video, my bad, but I'm not really uploading a whole lot, but I'll be making a update video, about what I'm gonna do for next year. But you guys gotta wait for that. But I hope you guys are going to enjoy this, even though it was just a demo. And I hope to go back through it and see it bigger, because it's actually really cool, and I like the artwork and designs and everything a lot. So I think it fits perfectly. Everything looks clean, crisp. You know, the only problems I guess I had in somewhat is that there was some text, like language issues, but it was really like a couple out of everything. And even not really felt overly rushed, so they were still pretty short, but not feel too rushed. So I feel like it was kind of going at a steady pace, and they didn't need to describe every little thing that happens. So you know, it skip parts where there's nothing that happens. You know, but still maybe saying something like, you know, it was silent the whole time or something. You know, giving like an explanation of what was going on between that time without having to show it, which I, you know, didn't mind at all. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy this video. If you guys want to see it, I can do the first one, but we'll have to see. If you guys really want to see it, I'll probably do it eventually, but if you guys really want me to do it, I'll do it sooner than later. So anyway, I will see you guys and girls in the next video.